What's up, you guys? Good day and welcome to my channel. My name is Choma Onya and I'm filming from Lagos, Nigeria. You guys, I just want to update us on this situation between Korra Obidi and Justin Dean. I cannot even believe that I am still talking about this after over a month of back and forth. Hallelujah! Korra have decided to open her mouth and start speaking. It is not a news that Justin was the one that just woke up one day, started posting, going to different blogs and leaking chats. He was the one that started this whole situation. But all the while, Cora has been classy about it, decided not to post about him on social media. And because she has been quiet, a lot of people just took what Justin said, that it is the truth, and was flowing with it. People were bashing her on every corner, saying that Justin is the person that is being treated badly because Cora wasn't speaking for herself. Cora's sister Nancy Ume came online on Facebook Live and said that she's the reason why Cora has not been speaking, because since they got married, they have been having situationship or quarrel. Let's just call it quarrel. We've been having quarrel and fights every now and then, and she has been the one that they will always run to settle their misunderstanding. Now, if Justin doesn't want Cora to post some things or doesn't like what she does or whatever, he will run to Nancy, that's Cora's elder sister, to complain and report Cora to him. And Nancy said that it got to a point it was so difficult for her to focus in her own home because he was complaining about anything and everything, and she had to block him. That she has blocked him since she came back from June's Omugo. After Cora gave birth to June, the elder sister went for Omugo and stayed for a while. And then when she came back, the quarrel continued and she had to block him. Now, what brought out this whole situation, what actually opened Cora's mouth to start speaking for herself, was that Cora mistakenly transferred 5,000 US dollars to a joint account that she used to share with Justin Dean. Now, this account was the only account she had before this whole wahala started coming up, according to her. And because she hasn't removed it from her PayPal account, it was the account that she moved the money to. Instead of Justin to return this money, knowing very well that it's not his money, knowing very well that it's Cora that mistakenly transferred it, she reached out to him and told him, oh, please send the money back. It was an error. And he's still lying that Cora stole his gold and that is the money that he wants to use and replace it. I was trying so hard not to laugh at this point, you guys, but I just can't help it. It was such a ridiculous lie because between him and the Cora, they both know that there is no good. But he wants to leave a message trail so that when he screenshots and go to those blogs that he lied to, he will have evidence of a chat that she stole from him. Of course, Cora countered him, you've never owned a good in your life, Justin. Please, why are you lying? Send me back my money. But after some hours have dragged and she sees that her mommy is not coming back, my baby girl had to come online to talk. And not only did she say that he's stealing from her, because that is what stealing is about, not only did she expose him for stealing, she also mentioned that all the while that the court ruled for her to hold on to the kids, Justin raised his hands off his children's welfare. He has not been paying or supporting her in any way. Anybody that knows what raising a child is knows that apart from the moral upbringing, the mental stress, the emotional drain, that you need money, serious money, to raise even one child, talk less of two. Feeding for children, healthcare, in fact, even their clothes. Children outgrow clothes so fast. You can buy a new pair of outfits for them and they will wear it just once before they outgrow it. In the space of that 1 month might look just like it's not a lot of time, but anybody that is raising a child will know that 1 month feels like eternity sometimes. So she opened her mouth and she said a lot of things about that situation, and Justin transferred the money almost immediately. Now, Justin came online and started saying other things about Cora. I don't know why he is bent on rubbing her reputation and her image in the mud. I don't know why he's bent on that. I mean, I know a lot of people, their marriage does not work out and they separate. I mean, you can fight and quarrel, but why are you constantly going to blogs and different sites to tell lies? I mean, that is what I will never understand. So he came and started saying that when she was pregnant with Athena, that she was cheating on him. And he brought out charts to prove it too. Let me not remove that part. He actually brought out charts to prove that what he's saying is actually the truth. And Korra, since she have decided that there is no going back, I've started talking, I will talk. She actually now said that Justin is the one that is a cheat, and she actually also brought out her own evidence that Justin is a cheat. Now, her evidence is not just the chat, her evidence is both the chat with the person that Justin is cheating with, which as of the time was an 18-year-old girl. 18 years, you heard me right. Justin had a whole mistress in Brazil that he was cheating with. And he was lying to her and giving her hope that they were in a relationship. See, it's one thing to have a one night stand, to cheating is cheating, oh, don't get me wrong, okay? But it's one thing to have a one night stand or with a random person. It's another thing to have a whole relationship with her, her mom, her cousins, like the girls, in fact, the girl's family, they are aware of who he is. And they know that she has a relationship with him. It is that serious. And even after he left, he continued having conversation with her, giving her hope. Even when he traveled to somewhere else, the girl was saying that she would be upset if Justin has another mistress in the new place that he traveled to. Can you imagine that? And he has been the one calling her cheat, calling her serial cheat. Initially, he said she's a serial cheat, and then he came back and said, oh, she cheated at the beginning of the relationship. And then he came back again and now still said she's a, like he's confused. He did not know the story to run with at this point. And it is so obvious and so pathetic to see that he's sneaking into the inbox of these people, telling them, chat me, I have something for you. And Nancy may actually caught him, sending message to Instablog Niger, telling Instablog Niger to reach out to him that he has a message, he has something, a story to tell or something like that. Anywho, see, personally, I would have said let them leave social media and just settle their matter in court. But since Justin is being shameless about it and decide that he will not rest until he roll Korra inside the mud. At this point, if she wants to talk, let her talk. I completely understand her situation. I approve, okay, I approve of the talking. But I would also advise that she reaches out to her lawyer and know what to share and what not to share. At least now, a lot of people that believed him initially know now that he's a sheep in a wolf clothing. I mean, if you're going to accuse someone of something that you're guilty of, why are you doing it so publicly? Why are you trying to maintain public image when you know that you are guilty of the same thing? Cora said that she cheated on him. Yes, they were not married then, but that does not excuse cheating. In my books, cheating is cheating. And she cheated in the beginning of their relationship. And then she came forward and she told him, ah, I did this, so I'm sorry about it. I feel so bad, and he forgave her. Someone that knows that you do not have the capacity of forgiving something of that magnitude, that would have been the best time to call it quits. Why are you forgiving this person and then using that situation to traumatize them every turn and wrong that they take in the relationship? It seems like every time they have arguments or misunderstanding, he's always bringing it up and calling her all sorts of names. That video clip that we saw about a month ago where he was insulting her private parts, slut shaming her and all of that. That was not the first time he was doing it. Even when I heard it before, I heard the evidence that he has been doing it consistently over a period of years. I knew that this is not the first timer, okay? The way he was boldly saying it in the presence of her friends, he has been saying it to her. This type of thing, it grows over a period of time. He has been saying it to you when you people were alone, and then he starts saying it in the group of few friends and families, and before you know it, you can say it in the presence of the whole world and not care about it. So yeah, I believe that abuse is definitely in that relationship. I cannot say for physical abuse, but verbal abuse is surely existing in that family. So thank God that they are calling it quits, okay? That is not an environment to raise any child at all. Personally, this is my opinion, okay? You can share yours in the comment section. I don't think that is the best environment to raise any child. I just hope that they can outgrow this internet stage of constantly calling whoever, whatever. You people have agreed we are no longer going to be together and go your way. There is something else that was actually really funny in this whole situation. Cora was live and she was, laughing and smiling and doing her makeup. And someone said this one that she's so happy is as if Justin have told her that he loves her again and he wants to get back together. And she laughed so hard that I actually joined her in the laughing. She laughed so hard. Yeah, so this is the update of the situationship with Cora and Justin Dean. Tell me what you think about this whole rundown that I've given you in the comment section. Tell me if you think that Justin is still innocent after seeing the video and the chat that his lover put out online. Tell me if you think that Cora has been vindicated by the coming out of that mistress, to say that this is exactly what happened. Share your thoughts with me in the comment section. I would love to hear from you, okay? If you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Also, feel free to share this video if you can. I would absolutely appreciate it. And I will see you in my next one.
I need you to stay. I need you to stay.